subscribe, get into everything you got to get into. Rich Trap House, Man at the Garden Freestyle, all that's out right now. Tap in with that. If you ain't tapped in with that, we finna slide into this good content, man. We got WACK100 saying that Luce Cannon was trying to take down the jumper. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Oh, well, they were sitting right here.
Right.
Because the shit Bricc would say to him, and the shit he would say to him, and the shit he would tell me about what he was, that was very confusing. It was like...
So Luce was telling you stuff off camera, and then once you saw them face to face, you didn't have the same energy.
It was, but you know, me knowing what I know now, I see the play. Right?
WACK100 is a female. Let me explain to y'all why I say WACK100 is a female outside of the obvious of WACK100 being a female. When you have a girlfriend and you break up with her, and then she starts sending messages to your friends, and then she starts sending messages to your other girl that you with now because you broke up with her, now you want to be with somebody else. Now she's trying to ruin your new relationship and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna send a message to your best friend saying that you said this about him and said this about him. He was talking trash about him and wooty bam. All that's what a scorned, bitter female do. WACK is officially Luce Cannon's baby mama. WACK is officially Luce Cannon's baby mama. For sure, for sure. Because only women get mad and start hitting up other people telling them, oh, you was talking bad about him. Only women get mad and start hitting up your new relationship. Oh, me and him been dealing with each other for the last 10 years. Ha ha, jokes on you. My kids are 10 and you ain't the mama. Huh, jokes on you. Yeah, that was a personal foul. This is all female stuff, bro. Everything WACK is doing is that of a scorned girlfriend or baby mama, is it not? Just saying. Now he finna try to get Adam to turn on Luce. Watch.
The infiltration game was going on.
What do you mean?
Let me get cool with Bricc. Getting Flacco's here make Flacco think some other shit's going on with WACK.
But WACK really was trying to get Flacco lined up. That's actually very true.
Because he had told Flacco that you wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Right.
You know, I'm coming to you. I'm like, bro, what's up with Flacco?
Yeah.
You look.
I didn't know either until after it was all exposed.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, wait, when he said, yo, WACK, man, Luce, I said, he told you what? So I'm like, why would Luce?
WACK, why you lying? Even deeper than that, you wanted me to whoop on Flacco. Excuse me, you wanted me to whoop on Flacco. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about the fact that you was trying to get me to join your podcast with Pathetic Fatso, and it was all really a ploy for me to whoop on Fatso? And you were trying to get Fatso lined up? And I said that the only way that I whoop on Fatso is you come too so I can whoop on you right after? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? How you wanted me to whoop on Fatso, and I said, no problem, but make sure you show up too because you owe me that right when I'm done with bro. Give me 15 seconds. I'll get Fatso out the way. Me and you got an issue after that. And then you was like, no, nephew, we ain't got to be. We both against Flacco. Remember you said that? Don't worry about it.
And I sat back and like, okay, let me get cool with Bricc because the shit he would say and about that and vice versa. And then it was like he was in the building trying to make everything work in his favor. What backfired
the noise Adam 22 makes when he doesn't believe him.
On him. Let me tell you what backfired on him. Is when he found out that WACK is a wolf.
What kind of wolf?
When he found out I was a wolf, you know what happens? If you got a wolf and some sheep, if that one sheep crosses the road, you know what the rest of the sheep gonna do?
Follow his ass.
You know what that wolf gonna do? He gonna sit there and he gonna maintain his position. He found out I was a wolf out here. When I'm
gonna call you a pussycat. I'm going for pussycat. Mr. Biscuits. Mr. Biscuits. I'm gonna say you're a pussycat named Mr. Biscuits for sure. You a Mr. Biscuits type of individual for sure.
Start doing what they start doing, and WACK took 2 steps back because I believe all of that was a plot twist to phase me out.
Knowing that he's now facing these charges, it does feel like that was like such a bad strategic play.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he was really trying to do. I think that WACK is just doing what a scorned, bitter baby mama does, try to get everybody to turn against his ex.
I tell Flacco that. Flacco's part of this.
He should have been thankful for his relationship with you. He's already the enemy of so many people. He should have been holding on to that.
This is what's crazy. He can say what he want. They can say what they want. Without WACK sitting that man on the side of me and moving him around and going to do podcasts that I would never have done just to put the light on him.
Hater world.
I would have never done that shit. I would have never. That shit was like 2.5 hours out.
Right.
I only went for him. I didn't go for me.
Did you make academics think that he was going to be interviewing you and Luce together?
Yes, that's the only way he would agree.
You did that on purpose?
I made Luce them get on the plane. And then, I'm like, bro, just go ahead and make it happen. Because the only way because if he'd have told me no on this side, I couldn't send him.
A little switcheroo.
But what it is, I'm doing what I got to do to try to build him. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a genuine, sincere part of me that like I'm a help him on some real shit, right? But I think the whole time, and especially after listening to Gigi, right? I think the whole time, because she said, WACK, I used to lay on the side of him when him and the fake manager dude, she said his name, came up with the idea, attack WACK to try to get some attention on you, and you wouldn't pay him no attention.
Hence the diss track that he made.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pick it. I didn't know. She said all you would say was, I don't know this dude. And she said it would drive him crazy. She said, so when I looked up and saw him on the side of you, I said, oh my God, he found a way to get to him, right? But what was crazy is he got to me the right way. But
link up with you against a mutual op.
No, that wasn't my thing at all. See, when he called me, I asked him, I said, you with Big U? And he said, nah, I did, but I don't know more. So I asked him what happened. Cool. Why? Because if you with Big U, like if Big U knows somebody with me, he ain't finna let him in his space like that. Right? Because you don't know what that is. Right? Nigga might be a suicide bomber, detonate you and him. You never know what that is, right? So when he propositioned me to help him promote his show, I'm promoting his show. I had no idea about some of the shit he was gonna say. And as I'm listening to him, I don't know if he running his play.
What's up, brother?
Right? I don't know if he's running his play. I don't know what he's doing. When we sit in these seats, bro, our job is to listen, tap in, find something. If this dude was going to talk for 3 minutes, we got to find something that can extend the conversation another 3 minutes. And then off that 3 minutes, find something to keep extending the conversation. The reason why we so good at it, because my perspective is going to be totally different from yours. So whatever I see, you can piggyback off of it. We could take a dude's 3 minutes and turn into 30.
Now that we know so much more about Luce Cannon, doesn't it seem exceedingly unlikely that Big U actually placed this phone call about Nipsey right before Nipsey died?
It's extremely unlikely. But WACK co-signed it, so here it is.
But come to find out, the cease and desist that went to Urban Flicks was from Gigi. Had nothing to do with Big U. So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once she told me this shit today, I'm like, oh shit. She said, yeah, Wack. I said, yeah, I thought he said, no, that's what he told y'all because it fit. So,
Right.
you know, dude is kind of like,
He's kind of like the same individual as you, a liar, a flu flammer, a skulldugger, a larcener.
sharp in some ways, he's shallow in some.
Like you.
But the crazy part about him, God willing, he's going to be most dangerous in his old age. Because as an elderly person, you're more prone to believe certain shit. Where he falling short at is he don't know how to see when what's in front of him is really what could change his life. That's genuinely there for him.
Because he spent so many years trying to make it, and then you realistically help his trajectory so much.
Yeah, bro.
Put him in a position that he had been working towards trying to get into for all these years.
He did everything under the sun. Diss me, do this, do that, do this. Nothing worked until boom. And I start positioning. I could have told Luce, hey, yo, Wack, this podcast, I could have told him no. I could have told him no. Nah, but I'm like, okay, Wack, you committed to build him, to growing him, right? So, okay.